You see, this is the reaction and discussion of a trailer for an anime that is called From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman. The reactions are going to commence. Well then, it appears that we might have a fantasy that's not going to be an isekai. Very weird for me, I do watch those occasionally, but anyway. Now... Oh. Oh, is that so? Oh, is this gonna be one of those where the leader doesn't believe in himself? But he's badass? I don't know. I actually like that, it's so fun so many times. This really looks like Mushoku Tensei though. Yeah, even this. Is this so? Mushoku Tensei something? Yes. Yeah. Of course. Okay, so he trained this girl when she became... She became the Master Swordsman? Okay, I understand her motivation. Now... Okay, because she recommended him, then this happened? Okay, his strength, of course. Of course. Don't you have any male students? That would be... I mean, I did show some, but obviously enough some that actually are important to the story. Of course not. Of course not. How? Why would you? Maybe they will show one. Ooh, magic swordsmanship. Okay, this will be fun. Okay, I don't think that girl was a student, but in any case. Oh, enemy. Okay. Yep. Oh. Very similar to Mushoku Tensei. Oh. What great time to sneeze. Anyway. Wow, you don't have to come back. Wow. How old is he also? He seems like... what's it? Well, in any case, is this supposed to be a romance anime? Because obviously he has only the female students were shown. Technically no, they did show some male students too, but none of them had any lines. So, and obviously enough, there is also the thing of at the end saying that he needs to find a wife, so I'm certain that that's gonna be a part of it. I wonder how young he actually is, because this could be one of those anime things where he actually looks like an old man. I mean, he actually looks like in his 30s, to be fair, he doesn't look that old. I mean, he had a little bit of white in his hair, but this is anime, that doesn't really mean much. Also, fun fact, it actually, having a little white in your hair, it doesn't even remotely mean, even in real life, that you're that old, but anyway, depends. What is important is that he seemed pretty cool. Animation really seems similar to Mushoku Tensei. Is it the same studio? I have checked nothing, I have no idea. But if it is, then actually I'm super interested in this. I'm curious. Although it is kind of funny, if it is the same studio and everything, and they went with the character. Is this connected to Mushoku Tensei in any way? They said Sword Saint, that kind of reminds me of stuff. Let me actually read the description of this, I'm curious whether I missed something. Self-proclaimed humble old man is a sword instructor at the dojo. I don't see any connection to Mushoku Tensei. But yes, the idea is incredibly obvious. He trains, I believe it was the first girl they showed, yeah, and she, when she ascends, shows how's incredible, and everyone asks her, where do you learn to use the sword that well? And then she obviously recommends her teacher, then he becomes so much stronger. I don't even know how much of that was in the video, I'm sorry, after this sneeze my brain really melts completely. But his first student recommends him because of his skill. He doesn't believe in himself, but clearly enough because he's built 4 or 6 incredible god level swordsmen. I do hope that they actually say that even the other students are pretty decent at the very least, because it will be, I'll be fair, it will be kinda insanely hilarious also if they just say that only the female students for some reason become the absolute gods, but all the male students are just average. I don't know. Oh, maybe they're gonna go with they are incredible male students, but they're gonna be the villains. That's a possibility. But in any case, there's also magic in this world, so I'm curious how it's gonna develop overall. Now, once again, animation really reminds me of Mushoku Tensei. I don't know how far they're gonna go in. I didn't see any remarkable moments. I'm kind of looking for it now. But anyway, if it is anything compared to it, then this is going to be great. Precisely because I am already mentally connecting it to Mushoku Tensei in some way. I am maybe expecting more than I should. It could be just that it's from the same studio or just a very similar art style for whatever reason, so there's no connection whatsoever. However, on the surface, it seems like it's going to be fun. Animation seems pretty decent, even if it's not from the same studio. And I am definitely interested to see how the power system works, because I always love fantasy worlds. That's kind of always my favorite thing whenever I start a new show, learning how the power system works, how the different characters actually understand the world, how it could change in the future. It really is exciting. But in any case, it was fun. Definitely looking forward to episode 1. But there is a video you can search on there, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.